In this video, we're going to be talking about how to handle being overwhelmed, because in our lives, we're always going to have constant things thrown at us, which we have to manage. So it's very good to have the right strategies in mind, which can help you avoid just being overwhelmed by all the things that you have to do. When it comes to being overwhelmed, there's a few things that can really help you through the process. The first thing is to really do a huge dive into your thinking, because oftentimes if you're really driven, you'll have a lot of these thoughts which go something like this. If I do not do all the work all on my own, it's not going to get done to perfection, so I'm not going to succeed. Or you might have things such as I have to wake up super early, and if I don't, I'm not going to achieve my goals. And these beliefs, although they are driving us forward, it can also affect our mental health a lot, because if you're losing a lot of sleep, that's going to affect your brain, and productivity is just going to go way down. There's been many studies that show when we're losing sleep, it can shrink the prefrontal cortex, which helps us reason and make decisions. Also too, that thinking, it can just weigh down on us a lot. And it's very draining, so it's just really good to take the time to figure out what am I saying to myself that I can stop saying. And some good things that can help you with that is journaling. A lot of people usually say to take a journal and just dump everything that's in your mind on that. And as you're looking at that representation, you can put the pieces together and you can stop thinking about the things that are not important. You also really have to accept that the things you do are not going to go perfect, because again, if you're a very driven person, you're always going to be achieving for things to be perfect, and that's just not going to always be the case. And if you're beating yourself up all the time, it's really going to affect your mental health a lot, because cortisol is going to be high, you're going to be more tense. So it's really good to accept that the things you do, there's going to be some flaws in it, and you can keep trying to improve, but nothing's ever going to be perfect. Sometimes I get this feeling with my videos. I always try to make them the best as possible. That's why I've invested in new lights, this green screen that you guys see behind here. Well, you're not going to see the green screen because I'm actually going to put a different background behind it. One big thing that really contributes to us being overwhelmed is we have a lot of things in our lives that are really not that important. A lot of us, we spend so much time on social media just absorbing a lot of negative content. Some of us choose to do that with the news. Some of us binge a lot of TV shows. And also relationships. We bring a lot of negative people into our lives, which can also cause us to be overwhelmed, because oftentimes those people are creating a lot of drama and you're hearing it, so now your mind's thinking about it. There's a lot of rumination going on. So it's always good to really figure out what is actually important in my life. And based off that answer, you can start cutting things out which are not important. And journaling, again, can really help you with that, because you can write all the things that you think are important. And from there, you can choose maybe 3 or 4 things that are actually important, and you can focus on them. I do something like this through meditation. When I am meditating, I focus on 5 different sectors, sometimes 6, and those are the things that are important. So after my meditation, all I really focus on is those things. I'm not worried about the drama on YouTube, the drama on Instagram, the drama in all the different friend groups. I am focused on the things that I have outlined for myself. One thing that can really help you from being overwhelmed is knowing when to take a step back. Because if you're constantly going at it, pushing yourself day in and day out, it's gonna break you. And you really have to take the time to get to know yourself. Whether that's through meditating, journaling, or other things along those lines. Because the more you get in tune with yourself, the more you'll start to get those signals that will tell you, oh, I'm feeling too tired. I really do not have the mental energy to do this project. Perhaps I'll just go to bed, and then in the morning I feel refreshed, and then I can tackle this. I hope some of the things that I've shared with you guys can help you from getting overwhelmed in the future, because life can be pretty tough, especially when we have school, work, a family, balancing friends, playing sports. There's just so many things that we have to balance in our lives. And keeping some of the strategies I mentioned in this video can really help you combat getting overwhelmed. I make a lot of videos along these on my YouTube channel. There'll be a few on the screen. You guys should check them out, and I hope it brings you as much value as this video did.